Welcome back to my channel. I hope all of you are feeling fine, okay, and happy. So today I will be doing a review of my Burberry handbag, and this handbag is something that I just bought maybe about almost 2 years ago, so it's pretty new. And I purchased this handbag in London at Bond Street when I was there during my vacation. So the model of this Burberry handbag is called the LLPT Minford MCO. So it's not so straightforward like the Louis Vuitton collection, whereby you can have the Speedy, the Never Full. So for this particular Burberry, it's actually the LLPT Minford MCO. So without further ado, let me show you the handbag. So presenting, this is the handbag that I am very keen to do a review for you guys. So this is how it looks like. It's very structured, very boxy. The front view, okay, the side view, and also the bottom view. Alright, so let me first share with you the dimension of this bag. So as you can see, the height, okay, the height is about 29 cm, okay, and the width is about 30 cm, okay, and the depth is about 13 cm. Alright, and this bag is a very structured bag, okay, and you can actually hold it by the handles, or you can actually use it by using the shoulder strap. So it actually comes with a detachable shoulder strap here, and it's also the same color as the bag. So this particular model actually has two different colors. One is the black, and the other one is a deep red. So it's actually coated with PVC material, so that it has that very shiny effect, okay. And the front is basically a gold hardware, and below, if you can see, it writes Burberry. Very pretty. And when I look at this design, it pretty much resembles like the Hermes Birkins. So at this point of time, since I do not have a Birkins yet, I just can have something similar to a Birkins, and this is really one of the main factor that attracted me to purchase this bag. This bag has also 3 pockets, and as you can see, it is a zip top, meaning that you don't have to worry things falling out of the bag. So let me unzip the bag so that you can see the inside. So this is how the interior looks like. I hope you can see the interior. And inside, it's actually it's a very deep, meaning that inside there's a lot of depth and a lot of space, which means you can put in a lot of things. And inside the bag, that you can find 3 pockets. So 2 pockets with a one of the pocket is with a zip. If you can see over here, there's a pocket with a zip, which means you can actually place your more valuable items here and zip it up, okay. And the other 2 pockets are actually located at the opposite side, so you can put maybe your handphone or your keys or your cards at the side at these 2 pockets. So these 2 pockets are pretty spacious too, which means that you can put quite a few small items in these 2 pockets. Okay, so I hope it's pretty clear here. Alright, at the back, basically this is how it looks like. Alright, so the gold hardware can only be seen at the front, but when you turn to the back, it basically looks like this. Alright, so what about the bottom? This is basically how the bottom looks like. So the bottom actually has 4 gold hardware feet, So meaning that, you know, if you were to place this bag on any surface, you don't have to worry that, you know, the bottom might get damaged or stained by any coloring or dirt. So yeah, this is it. So maybe let me show you with the handle or the shoulder strap, and let me show you how to assemble the strap onto the bag. So this is where you can find this gold knot here. Okay, so this is where you hook it this way. So this is one part of the hook that, you know, I have connected, and the other part is basically at the other end of the bag, which is at this corner. If you can see here, this is another corner, so I will basically hook it the same way. Alright, so if I am very lazy to hold my bag using my hand or the crook of my arm, what I can do is I can just use this shoulder strap, put this down and sling it across my body, or, you know, cross over my head, or use it on my shoulder. So this shoulder strap is actually very useful, and you can actually adjust it based on your preference. Okay, so there's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's a total of 7 holes that you can adjust to suit your physique. So for me, somewhere in between is just nice. So I actually lock it on the 4th hole. So my physique, I'm a 1.6 meter frame. So this is just nice for me, and the bag will rest nicely on my hips. Okay, so some people would prefer to detach the strap, but for me, sometimes I would like to hold it this way with the strap dangling it this way. So it looks pretty cool with myself putting this bag, you know, in the crook of my arm, and this thing will be dangling this way. But if you find that this is a nuisance, you can just detach it from the bag. Alright, so basically this is how it looks like with the shoulder strap attached to the bag. Okay, so with that, let me start by sharing with you the pros and cons of this Burberry bag. So as I mentioned earlier, the reason I bought this bag is because it has this gold hardware. So to me, it really much resembles the Hermes Birkins, and I was very attracted to this gold hardware because not only it resembles the Hermes Birkins, it has the word Burberry over here, which is, you know, very pretty and very shiny, and I can actually unlock it just like, you know, how just like how the typical Birkins will can be removed from the lock. So if I decided to put a lot of things in this bag, what I will do is I can just, you know, unhook it this way, and I will have more space to put my items. This bag can be expanded sideways. So this is one good reason to why I purchased this bag at that time. So let me place this gold hardware bag. Okay, and besides that, I like the color. As I mentioned earlier, I like anything that is red. So it is red and it is patented, meaning that I don't have to worry that, you know, the colors will change, or it will discolor, or it will get stained, just like the typical Speedy in Damier Azur. So I think that, you know, you don't have to really worry about the handle portion. Alright, so as for the design, this is a typical Burberry design that has the horse okay, the horse logo, and it also comes with the jacket and the horse. This is pretty much the classic design of Burberry, okay, and I like that because nowadays Burberry has many different types of design, but the classic still appeals to me. So it has a mixture of very modernized, but it still maintains the classic logo design on the back. It's very unique and very modernized because it has the red linings on the handles and also around the back. So it kind of like make it more attractive to the younger audiences. So that is also another reason why I purchased this bag. And secondly, it is a structured bag, meaning that I don't have to worry about the bag sagging at the bottom. It is very structured, meaning that it will retain its shape no matter how I place the bag. So very much, you know, very structured. So I can put in a little stuff or many stuff and it will still retain the shape. So I don't have to worry about the bag losing its shape. So I actually prefer that. Okay, so that's also another positive part. And of course, the top is actually zipped. So any bag that has a zip top is always a bonus because I don't have to worry that my items might get pickpocketed. But sometimes I tend to just leave the zips open because since the bag has a very deep depth, so I don't think that, you know, people would still want to pickpocket it because they will have to really put their hands really deep into, you know, pickpocket my item. So to me, I guess the chances are pretty slim, I guess. So that's the reason sometimes I will just leave the zip open or leave the bag open. Okay, and I like the fact that, you know, it has 3 pockets inside. A pocket inside for me to place my more important items. Okay, and the opposite 2 pockets, which are the open pockets, I can just put in my handphone, my lipstick, or any other accessories into my bag. So I like that fact. Okay, so forget to mention that this bag is actually made in Italy. So there is a tab or a cloth written inside that says that this bag is made in Italy. Okay, so what else? Another positive thing is it has this shoulder strap. So as I tend to have a lot of items in my bag, it tends to get a bit heavy. So shoulder strap can be very helpful if you just do not want to hand carry the handbag or put it in the crook of your arm. So this shoulder strap is really handy when you have lazy days whereby you don't want to carry your handbag. So you can just attach it onto the bag and then you can either crossbody, wear it in a crossbody style, or using your shoulder to carry the bag. So I like the fact that it is detachable. It looks it's very versatile in that way. Okay, so next, as for the leather, this bag has it's also leather in the front side and also at the side. So this is a softer leather compared to the one in the front. And initially when I touched the front, I thought that it is actually waterproof. It has a bit of a waxy feel, but I wouldn't want to expose this bag to sun or to water or to the rain, because I'm just worried that it might cause the bag to be discolored. So yeah, that's it. So that's it for the positive aspect of this bag. So let me share with you about the negative part of this bag. And to me, the main negative part about this bag is the weight. So this bag is about 1 kg, so 1000 grams. So this bag is actually pretty heavy. So given the fact that I have a lot of items that I usually put in my bag, what happens is that I couldn't carry this bag using the crooks of my arm for too long, because I can feel the strain that the bag adds onto the crook of my arms. So often I will really depend on this shoulder strap, because the bag itself is already about 1 kg, and with the rest of my items I will be carrying most of the time 2 or 3 kg worth of items in my bag. So that's really one negative, the main factor that is quite a turn off to me. But because there are too many positive aspects, it kind of like override that negative aspect. So in the end of the day, I still purchase it. But seriously, if you are really a petite size person and you do not like to carry heavy bags, I guess you will not consider this bag, because as I say, it weighs quite a bit. Alright, and secondly, what are the negative things? Well, I guess apart from that, I don't think so there's any other negative factor about this bag. It's just the weight. Apart from that, to me, I really like it. There are so many positive aspects over the negative aspect. This is one bag that I really like, and I didn't regret purchasing this. It's just that I sometimes hope that, you know, they will, in a model that is not so heavy and it's easy on the arms or on the hands or the shoulders. Alright, so with that, that's the end of my review of this Burberry handbag. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and if you have any questions, you can feel free to drop me a message, and I will be very glad to answer them. Alright, with that, signing off, and keep smiling always. Bye!